Instagram. Welcome. It is Dr. Dion Napier with Amplify Vocal Studio. Happiest New Year to everybody. This is my first time being live in the new year. So what's up? Welcome to 2025. Today, I want to do a belting starter kit for professional opera singers. So if you're new to my channel, I am an 11-year university trained classical singer or opera singer turned commercial style voice coach. And I help professional level opera singers and bel canto voice teachers learn how to sing contemporary music without sounding operatic. So if that's you, if you're my audience, I'm so glad that you are here. If you are a beginner or an intermediate singer, you're welcome to stick around, but my target audience is advanced level professional opera singers and bel canto voice teachers who want to get more of a contemporary quality in their classically trained voices. So what's up? Let's see who's here with me before we start getting into the content today. Y'all's names are hard to pronounce, but I see y'all. I'm just going to do a wave. I see Monica. Somebody sending me hearts. Thank you so much. I see Lydia. Who else? I can't pronounce this person's name, but I'll send you a wave. Hello. All right, so let's go ahead and hop on in. So I call this a belting starter kit. So some of y'all that are singing opera and classical music, you want a belt or you kind of have a grasp on belt because there is some similarity between the way you produce your voice to sing opera and to sing belting. There is some common ground there, but a lot of times y'all do not have like a sequence or a strategy to kind of prime your voice for belting. So that's what I want to give you today. I got a question in my inbox early this morning, and it was from a former opera teacher who is now former opera singer who is now a teacher, and she was just asking questions about belting, and she was confessing that she's a little bit afraid to teach her students how to belt because it has been so ingrained in her mind from academia that belting will cause nodules and vocal injury. So let me just hop off by saying this: 2 things you need to know before you approach belting, okay? Belting in and of itself will not injure your voice if you add pharyngeal resonance or twang as you go higher. That's the caveat. That's what a lot of university professors don't know about belting. They don't know about, the latest science and knowledge around contemporary voice because they are in that classical realm. Okay. So there's a lot of, ignorance. I'm not trying to play nobody down, but they just don't know because they're not in their world and they're not seeking it. They're strictly in opera. But if you are belting and you know to add twang as you go higher, belting is fine and it is sustainable. The other thing that you need to know about belting is that you don't need to make it louder. I would say that's one of the top mistakes that singers, classical and commercial singers, y'all think you have to push and make the belt loud. It's already naturally going to be loud. So you can just relax and not overly compress the cords and use extra air pressure, and you ain't got to do that. Okay. So if you know those 2 things, then you can definitely belt in a sustainable way and it will not ruin your instrument. Okay. So let's get started with this primer sequence that I want to give y'all. So the first thing you want to do, opera singers, you want to unlock your pharyngeal resonance. Okay. When I first start warming up for belting, I do pharyngeal exercises and head exercises mixed. Why do I do that? I warm up my head voice because in order to belt sustainably, you also have to have a solid head voice. That head voice is going to give you flexibility, mobility, so that when you're belting, it don't sound like you're hitting the ceiling. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all are on here live with me. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. When you try to go belt and it's like you hit a ceiling or there's a little bit of a cap or a dampening on your sound, you don't have access to all those upper partials and overtones. That's why you want to warm up your head voice first and definitely the pharyngeal. So an exercise that you can do, I like to do a na. It's very simple. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. but you can go on and take it higher. I usually take it up as high as I can go to about like a E6 or so. I take it all the way up. I come from opera, so I like to stretch as far as I can go and then come back. But when you do exercises like that, that's going to prime your voice so that when you go to belt, you've got flexibility and range and you're not hitting the ceiling or cap. Okay, that's the first thing. The next thing that you want to do or that you can do is a bouncy belt exercise. I call it a bouncy belt. Usually your association with belt is like it's hard pressed, it's loud, it's a you're doing a lot of work to produce it. But no, you can have a belt intensity or a belt quality and it's light and it's bouncy. Do you know what I mean? You're not working hard, but it's still in that belt region. So there is nuance in belt, is what I'm saying. So this exercise, I love this one. I do this one all the time, but it's wonderful. So you're going to start in the chest. I'm going to start on G. So you're just going to do he in the chest voice, he, head voice up here, he, and then slide into that belt. Hey, ya. So the exercise all together. Again, this is bouncy belt, okay? He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. Now notice as I'm doing this, classical singers, I'm not singing with a lot of vibrato, nor am I singing with a lot of legato. I'm not singing that much at all. I'm more so just calling. I'm doing staccato, detached pitches, and then I'm doing a call, hey, ya, and coming right down. So don't oversing. This is something that you're going to have to intentionally retrain your brain to do as you are transitioning your voice from classical singing into contemporary singing. Y'all sing straight up too much. We sing straight up too much. I'm with y'all. I used to do it too. Okay. So I just want to put that note out there. Again, this is bouncy. It's light. It's like you're calling across the street. Here we go again. He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. Okay, notice I'm not doing ya. I ain't doing that. I'm coming down. Hey, ya. That's it. And then you can bring it back down. He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. He, hey, ya. Hey, ya. Okay, bouncy belt. Keep it light, keep it easy, don't oversing. That's the second step that you can do in your belting vocal primer. And then the last thing that you want to, I was going to say on the bouncy belt, I forgot this, it's on my nose. When you're doing the bouncy belt, if you start to get too technical, start thinking about what's going on, you can always add a gesture that helps to distract the mind. So, he, hey, ya, right? Act like you're waving to somebody across the street or you're trying to get somebody's attention. Hey, ya. Something as simple as that can help you execute the belt without getting too heady about it, okay? And then the final step in the belting vocal primer is to do short sustains on perfect fourths, okay? So that one is going to be, and I like to come down in a fry on this one. Let me see, I started on G3. So this one is going to be your way, but I'm going to come down in a fry. So let me demo. Your way. Okay, so I'm sustaining on top. You see how we're building? We started with the pharyngeal, then we started with a light bouncy belt. Now we're stretching out to some short sustains, not too long yet, but some short sustains. This is how you build up that muscle coordination to be able to belt powerfully with long sustains and do all of the big singing that you want to do. Okay, but you know how to do it in a sustainable way and a systematic way, building those muscles so you don't do too much too soon and your muscles can't handle it and then you slip into some injury and some foolishness. Okay, so I'm giving y'all the strategy for the primer. So here it is again. Your way, your way. So notice I'm belting on the top. Your way, there's the belt. And and then I'm coming back down in a vocal fry. Hey, really relaxed and easy. There's a reason I'm doing that, okay? When you're learning how to belt, this high intensity can make your cords tired. So coming back down in that fry, it's just kind of letting the cords loosely come together. It's taking out some of the intensity. So hopefully you don't get so tired, okay, as you're practicing and learning. Let's go higher. Your way. Your way. Just let the voice fry and sound crackly coming down. Your way. Let's do one more. Your way. And then you can take it back down. Same pattern. Okay? So that's it. I'm going to quickly recap the 3 steps to this vocal primer for beginner belters. The first thing you want to do is isolate your pharyngeal resonance or twang. The second thing that you want to, or isolate pharyngeal resonance and twang and do some head voice stretches. So you want to do like heady mix. That's the first thing. The second thing that you want to do is a bouncy belt or a light belt sequence or exercise. And then the third step is going to be some small sustains. Don't sustain it real long, just a couple seconds and then come on down. So you want to start doing some sustains and then come down in that vocal fry, just so it's a nice, almost like a cool down. You got this high intense and then you coming down on that fry to just kind of ease up off of the pressure. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions, any takeaways. Does that make sense? Give me some feedback. I love that y'all are here watching. Don't just consume without giving feedback or putting your takeaways or asking questions. Somebody's giving hearts. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me know what questions. I always do this where I mess up and I can't see y'all's things in real time. I always do that and I don't know how to fix it. But anyway, I'm going to keep going. So you guys let me know. Replay watchers, I appreciate you. You can drop your questions in the chat on the replay or your takeaways. I love to hear what you're learning. Let me know. I will give you a few minutes. If you are a professional level opera singer or bel canto voice teacher and you want to learn more for yourself or for your students, how to get a contemporary mix, how to get a contemporary belt, how to add feel to your singing, I am hosting a 4-day free live event called Traction. It's going to be January the 21st through the 24th. You can shoot me a DM that says Traction and I will send you that link so that you can register. Again, this event is free, but registration is required. It is January 21st through the 24th. It is exclusively for professional level opera singers and bel canto voice teachers wanting to transition into commercial style singing. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. I'm not seeing any comments. So thank you guys for being here. If something comes up later, you can drop it in the chat or you can shoot me a DM. Other than that, I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.